Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I did the press-on nail tips, and these will last 2 to 3 weeks, and then I would switch them up. These are 2 examples of some that I've done in the past. I had some comments they wanted to see before the designing area how you actually build them up and make them last. So for this video, I'm using my practice hand just for demo. These are the basic nail tips. They're kind of like an off-white full well nail tip. They're very thin, but in the end, I'm going to build it up so it lasts and feels like an actual gel nail or acrylic nail, or like the stronger 1, 2, 3 go gel nails that are popular right now. You can use any nail tip that you want, just make sure it's a full well nail tip. I'm going to use the Macart nail glue, and as usual, you lightly buff out your natural nail. Just take off the shine, sorry. Use the softer side of a file. You don't need it to be harsh on your natural nail. Just enough to make it a little less shiny, so that way the glue sticks well to it and it won't just pop off. Now, like I mentioned, you can use this with any full well nail tip. It can be from the dollar store, it could be from AliExpress, it could be from Amazon. I will leave the links to what I used, as long as I can find it online. I'll leave it in the description for you guys. You can use any nail glue, any file that's not too harsh for the natural nail. Like I said, all you want to do is buff off the shine to the natural nail so the glue will stick. The only thing you might need a nail drill for is the inside well part of the tip. You do want to buff the inside of the well tip so it adheres with the glue onto your natural nail. If you don't do this, it'll still stick, but it may not last as long. So if you don't have a nail drill, you can still get away with it. Like I mentioned, this part is optional. Use any type of cone shaped drill bit. I would use probably a smaller one. I couldn't find my smaller one, so I just made do with this one and it worked fine. You just want to, like I said, just take off the shine inside so the glue will adhere to it and you're good to go. Okay, and you dust off the dust with a brush. Put a drop of glue inside of your nail well and you press firmly for a few seconds, up to 5 to 10 seconds, until it is firmly secure, no air bubbles, and you are all set. Alright, so now that we have them all secured on, now we take the hand file and just lightly reshape them. Make sure they are fitting securely and not overlapping on any side of them. They look really good with the shape that you are going for. And this is also when you want to lightly buff the top of the nail tip as well. If you are going to proceed with the way that I do them, you do need to do this step. You can simply use them the way they are, but they will most likely crack. They will probably bend on you. They won't feel as secure. These steps that I do take it to the next level where they feel super secure and you don't have to worry about them breaking or cracking on you. They lasted me almost 3 weeks, and then I was just more or less just sick of the design and I wanted to change it up. So you lightly buff them off. And this is an added step that I do, that I did for my last two sets of these, mainly because it makes them feel a little extra secure. I flip my hand upside down. I use the conehead nail drill again and gently buff the inside part of, well, the underside of the tip. Because what I do is I lightly put a thin layer of gel underneath and cure that as an added layer of strength. So first I used the gelish set. I started with the pH bond on all of them. Then you go ahead and use the foundation, a light layer of foundation on all of them. And you cure that in the LED light. And then what I use is a hard gel. You can use the same one I use here is the IBD hard gel. It's just a builder gel that will give you the extra strength on top of this nail tip and just an extra added layer of protection against any cracks or breaking that you may have. You just do a light layer and then cure it in the LED light. Okay, so now that they are all cured, I flipped my hand over and you want to do a very light layer of this IBD hard gel on the underside of the nail. As you guys can see, I was fighting with my practice hand for most of this video. Between the fingers sliding and the tip sliding off, it was a little bit of a challenge. I haven't used it in a while, but I tried to make it work as much as I could, and hey, it did its job as much as I could. As I'm looking at this now, I'm actually wondering if there's a way to do it without the gel and just natural nail polish. I'm thinking the layers of like a really good base coat and maybe a hardener. I know you'll have to wait for each step to dry, but I think you may be able to get similar results. Maybe not as strong, but they'll probably last you as long as you're not too rough on your hands. Like if you don't have an LED light, try it with just nail polish and hardener and a base coat. Those layers may add enough strength to a nail tip that may not have that extra strength. Just adding those layers may be enough that you could get away with it for an event, or just saving the fact that you don't have an LED light. But I know the LED lights that are on sale at like Amazon, they're fairly cheap, so most people do have them nowadays. You can even grab them at Sally's, your local beauty supply store. I'll link the one that I have in the description box. But yeah, it's just an idea. I was just kind of curious, just thinking now, if you can do like a DIY of just all natural nail polish instead of like the gel, because obviously the gel does give you that extra hardened layer, to stop the breaking, the cracks and stuff like that. So it definitely makes you feel more secure with a gel. But I just use alcohol and I wipe all that tacky layer off, and we are left with beautifully shaped gel nail tips that we made ourselves, and just out of a regular nail tip. And I'm going to show you again where we started with the basic nail tip in just a minute. Right now I'm just going to lightly buff them out, make sure the shape is the correct shape that I want to keep it at, and we will be ready to decorate them. Remember that gel files very, very easily, so you have a really light touch with this. You don't have to go in on it with a heavy hand at all. I just do these extra steps just because. Oops. Listen, I did this with like pretty much every nail. I was just struggling with this nail. I mean with this hand, practice hand. But I was trying to make it work. I was getting ready to glue those bad boys in there. Okay, so let's see. This is where we started from with the Fullwell nail tip. And you see how thin it is. It's a very beautiful shape. And here is the slightly built up nail tip that I created. And you see the difference? How it adds that extra thickness, that extra protection from any cracks and breaking. And we buffed out all the natural nail and underneath the well, so we won't have any lifting. It looks very smooth and clean now that you file it out. It looks so pretty. So now I'm just going to do the regular basic prep for adding a gel polish to any type of nail. I'm going to use the foundation cure that, and then choose what you'd like for either a polish or glitter or any type of design that you'd like on top of the nail tips themselves. Have fun with it, play with it. They are good to go for, like I said, 2 to 3 weeks. For this set, I wanted to highlight Modelones nail gel kit. This is a glitter nail gel kit. It comes with 6 different colored glitters and a small application brush. As always, I will leave the link in the description box if you're interested in purchasing this set. This pink was used in this set here. And lastly, this is the color that I chose for this set. This gorgeous, beautiful blue. If you find it easier decorating them while on a hand like this or on a like a practice stand ahead of time rather than having them on your natural nail, you can always do this with like a peel off base sticky, you know, the ones that come with the press-ons, or even like a glue dot or something like that. Something that will pop off the practice hand, and then you can, once they're all finished, transfer them to your natural nails, press them on, and you're good to go. Of course, it's always fun to add a little bling. So I had to add a little bit of the bling just to dress it up a little bit more. But this blue, oh my goodness, it sparkles so pretty in the light. It's so pretty. Excuse my rhinestone tool. I misplaced my crystal katana when I was filming this. Yes, I did find her. She is safe and sound. But yeah, it was a little struggle. Gotta love the crystal katana. Definitely a purchase that you need to have. Now, the last step, you simply wipe off the tacky layer with alcohol. Put some oil on the cuticles and skin around your nail, and you have a beautiful press-on set of nails that will last you. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you missed my other video of my vacation nails, which were actually my Valentine's Day nails, you can click it in the description box below and I will leave it there for you guys to check it out. I did dress those up really pretty for Valentine's Day, and you can see them, what they look like on my nails. But this is on my practice hand. I hope you enjoyed the mini tutorial about the DIY on how to do this, and I hope you guys try this out. And it's super easy to do, and no need to spend lots of money on some tips that are like the 1 2 3 go tips. You don't have to spend the money, you can do your own, and I'd love to see them. See you in the next video. Bye guys.